Hey there, welcome to Kids. It's storybook time.
Little Red Riding Hood. Written by Fiona Bone, illustrated by Stuart Lynch. There once was a smart but shy little girl who wore a red cape to hide her curls. She thought they were horrid. No one understood. They just called her Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red's granny got very sick. She needed some pills and a walking stick. She lived in a cottage deep in the wood and she loved her little Red Riding Hood. Said Red to her mom, "Please let me see Gran." "Of course," Mom said. "What an excellent plan." Mom packed for Gran all the food she could to be sent with Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red's mom said, "Beware how you go. Don't speak to strangers and don't waddle so." Then over the gate and into the wood skipped innocent Little Red Riding Hood. But a nasty wolf had spied Little Red. "Where are you going so quickly?" he said. "To dear Granny's cottage, here in the wood," squeaked terrified Little Red Riding Hood. Wolf dashed away with an idea in mind. At Granny's cottage, he knew what he'd find. If his brilliant plan worked as it should, soon he could eat Little Red Riding Hood. On tiptoes, Wolf crept to Granny's front door and went straight in, hearing Granny's loud snore. He swallowed a whole because he could, then waited for Little Red Riding Hood. Red rang the bell when she reached Granny's home. "Come in, dear," she heard, in Wolf's growly tone. "Why, Granny, your eyes look bigger," Red cried. "The better to see you with," Wolf replied. "And Granny, your ears look bigger and black." "The better to hear you with," Wolf said back. "And Granny, your teeth look much bigger too," roared Wolf. "All the better for me to eat you." Wolf gobbled Red and his belly grew round. Meanwhile, a woodsman had tracked the wolf down. He sliced the wolf open. There Granny stood, and with her was Little Red Riding Hood. From then on, the girl wasn't shy anymore about showing the girls she had hated before. She taught Wolf manners and how to be good, and threw out that silly Red Riding Hood. It's nice to be nice. The end. Bear Hugs by Charles Resno. Bears love flowers and grass that tickles feet. Bears love honey because it tastes so sweet. Bears love bees and lots of other bugs. But what bears love most are Mommy Bear hugs. No More Blanket for Lambkin. Bernard Ford and Sam Williams. Ducky knocks on Lambkin's door. She has come around to play. Lambkin is hugging her blanket. It is small, it is soft, it is very dirty, but Lambkin never lets it go. "What should we play?" asked Lambkin. Ducky looks around. Lambkin has books, she has dolls. Lambkin has dolls' clothes and ribbons in a little toy chest. "I want to play laundry day," says Ducky. "Let's do the washing." She takes the doll's clothes and marches to the sink. Ducky climbs up on the stool. She puts the clothes in soapy water. "Let's wash the blanket," she says. "Oh no," says Lambkin. "I can't let my blanket go." "It's just for a minute," says Ducky, and she takes Lambkin's blanket and dumps it into the sink. Lambkin is very surprised. But doing the washing looks like so much fun. Lambkin and Ducky wash and scrub. Lambkin and Ducky play with the soap bubbles. The soapy water looks dirty. The clothes look nice and clean. Off they go out to the garden. First they hang up the doll's dress and ribbons. Next they hang up the pajamas and socks. Ducky holds up Lambkin's blanket. It is smaller, it is softer, it is very clean, but now it has tiny holes. Oh no, Lambkin cries. I want my blanket back. Don't cry, says Ducky. We let it dry. The sun dries the clothes. Lambkin takes them off the line. Ducky folds them. Ducky holds up the blanket. She ties a ribbon around the middle. She makes a knot with two corners. It is small, it is clean, but it is not a blanket anymore. It's a Lambkin doll. There, says Ducky. Lambkin hugs her new little doll. No more blanket for Lambkin, she says. Let's play tea party. And they do. Little Mouse and the Big Cupcake. Written by Thomas Taylor. Illustrated by Jill Barton. Little Mouse was scurrying along when he found something. A chocolatey raspberry cream cupcake. Wow, cried Little Mouse. That looks yummy, but it's so big. How can I get it home? Just at that moment, Bird flew down. So Little Mouse asked if he could help. That's much too big for me to carry, said Bird, but it looks scrumptious. Please, may I try a crumb or two? Little Mouse said yes, and Bird pecked off a big piece. Pick, 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 pick. Then along came Frog, and Little Mouse asked if he would help. I can't lift that, said Frog. It's far too big. But please, may I have a little taste? Of course, said Little Mouse. Frog took a large bite. Yum, yum. Just then, Mole popped his head out of a hole, so Little Mouse asked if he could help. Oh, that's far too big to squeeze down my tunnel, said Mole. But oh, please, may I have a nibble? Little Mouse said okay, and Mole opened his mouth wide. Scrunch! It wasn't long before other animals came along. There was Snail and Possum and even Chipmunk, and although none of them could lift the cupcake, they all asked to try some. And Little Mouse, being a very kind little mouse, said yes to everyone. Slurp, yum, yum, chomp, chomp, chomp. Little Mouse felt sad. He still didn't know how he was going to get his cupcake home. Then he looked again and noticed that the cake was smaller now, much smaller. In fact, it was exactly mouse size. You can carry it now, said all the little mouse's new friends. You are right, cried Little Mouse with a smile. It's just the right size to carry in my tummy. Yummy! Hickory Dickory Dock. Written by Lucy Bell. Illustrated by Marco Ferlotti. Hickory Dickory Dock. This is one crazy clock. You have to see its menagerie. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The owl sat on the clock. The clock struck two and off it flew. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The fish flopped up the clock. The clock struck three, it swam to sea. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The cat slinked up the clock. The clock struck four, it hit the floor. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The bee climbed up the clock. The clock struck five, back to the hive. chocolate drinks. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The ants marched up the clock. The clock struck 9, they formed a line. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The bird flew to the clock. The clock struck noon, it sang this tune. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. That's once around the clock. Now get a friend and start again. Hickory Dickory Dock.